Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Long Bangers preview show in association with Lee Spirits. I'm Matty.
Hello, I am Colin.
How are you doing, Colin?
I'm all right. Just finishing work. Bye, not bad.
Good. We're going it live on YouTube, so hopefully everyone's working all right and you can see us fine. Colin, I suppose we should get stuck right into it. Like we've not really got much to talk about in terms of games gone past because this is a preview show, not a review show. So let me get the screen sorted and we'll have a look at your team selection.
Let's do that.
Aye, let's do that. Right, I'm just trying to get my Zoom to work today. This is not too technical for me. Can as you get as you get older, things like this get more difficult. I
Oh,
think. Yeah,
you're older than me, so
this
it'll
is
be coming
true.
to you first.
Right, can you see that?
Yeah,
Yes, we're in. Right, laughing. So Hibs v Dundee United. This is I think a game that's been brought forward, isn't it? When we had
from
a free
December.
weekend. Aye.
Yeah, so it's good. It's good, like because we the December we always moan, or I do. I moan about too many games, and
Mhm.
there's still loads of games in December. So it's right to use this cup semi-final weekend, isn't it? It's
Aye.
fucking murder. It's on a Sunday at 3 o'clock though.
Horrendous. Aye,
And
horrendous.
that appears to be because of the rugby.
Mhm.
And thanks to Liam, because I was listening to the phone in last night, which was excellent for anybody that's not listened to it, by the way. But I was listening to that, and there was once somebody said the police, but somebody said cup semi-finals. And I thought it's not that because well, the games at the same time and the
Mhm.
semi-finals, so it's not that. But then the rugby, I've been at Easter Road loads of times and thought, oh, try and get him for the rugby or avoid the rugby score to get home and watch it and that. Um, So I thought, can it be that? But because we've rescheduled it, that'll be exactly why. Because the
Mhm.
police would say, well, you can't reschedule it unless
Aye.
you play on a Sunday. So,
I am. I think I prefer the 3 o'clock kickoff to the 12 o'clock one for last week. It was definitely easier
mm,
coming for Dunfermline for like trains and that. Last week was a nightmare. It was like the first
aye,
trains no till 20 to 11. So you didn't get in Edinburgh till 20 past 11. So you're in Edinburgh and straight to the game.
yeah.
At least with a 3 o'clock kickoff, there's probably going to be like a wee bit of time in between
I
it.
just, I just think any Sunday kickoff shit. But I get your public transport conundrum. Like if you're driving, I'd rather it's 12 o'clock. Just go over and done me.
Aye,
Get
I
up the road,
suppose
sort of thing. But I get what you're saying. I just think Sundays are fucking shite.
it is.
Sundays are for watching the football on the telly, not for
Aye,
going to the football.
exactly. Right. Well,
Anyway,
we will be going to this one, right? This is your starting lineup now. I
aye,
flipped over to the Hibs app, by the way. So if anybody wants to send us in a team for the preview shows, we'd recommend either we sometimes use the Fan Hub one, but we recommended you could use the Hibs one as well. So we have got a team line up in for Jake Gapper as well, which I'll cover once we've gone through ours. But Colin,
mm,
this is yours. A slight not quite how it came through when you originally sent it, just because the way
no.
that the Hibs app is set up. But I think I've got all the right players in all the right places. So talk me through it.
So I'm thinking, I think it'll be the same, definitely the same keeper, right? So Bursa can go same back four. Because I don't think Cadden's fit. I've not read anything to say he is. If Cadden was fit, I would have Cadden in there. But
Mhm.
I don't think Miller was bad the other night either. Um, so I've went with the same back four: Miller, Equity, Alhora, and Abita. Um, the way I had set up was like Triantis a bit deeper than the other two,
Yeah.
but obviously the graphic doesn't show it that way, right? So I had Triantis sort of sitting with Kwon and Newell getting um, up and down the part with Triantis sitting in the middle, and then it's got three up front here, but it was more like the two wide men, if you like, or two, the 4-3-3. With Hoylett on the left, Yuan on the right, and Gale through the middle. I'm not sure if he's available, like because it was just the way they said it was a tweak to the hamstring. So the
Hamstring,
rest of
aye.
if not, it'll obviously be Miko because we've only got two strikers. So um,
Yeah.
did he see it?
No, I'm not
So
gonna.
no, you were thinking about it, but
I
no.
was thinking
Uh,
about
uh,
it.
so we've got the two. So it's Gale. If Gale's fit, I'd play him from the start. If not, Miko. As I say, I find it hard to leave Hoylett out of the team. Well, he wasn't brilliant the other night. The Nuan needs games to get back up to speed, and it
Mhm.
looks like he's. I thought he was okay. I thought he was decent the other night. He wasn't didn't create much or anything, but he was getting about in that. So Showed a bit of passion at the end by all accounts, according to the guys on the phone in as well. So they're like,
Aye,
well, we want passion and aggression and no nice people. So there we go. He's arguing with fans and that. So um, let's go with it. Yeah. So that's the. Don't know if you'd call it a 4-5-1, 4-3-3, whatever.
do you know what? I actually quite like it set up like the 4-3-3 like that. I know you, like you say, you would have had Chanters a little bit deeper,
Mhm.
you and Hoyle a little bit wider and sort of tucked in a wee bit behind Gale as well, weren't they? Like, is the sort
Yeah,
of wide midfielders rather than
yeah.
wide forwards. But
I'm expecting Quan and Newell to do a lot of work there.
mhm.
I was reading Hibs.net earlier and I nearly changed my mind. It was, I think it was Smarty, who actually I think won the tickets.
Smarty did indeed win our
Aye,
ticket competition.
so he had said it's for, I think it was him, and if no, fuck, it doesn't matter who it was, but well done, Smarty anyway, right? That Kwon and Triantis, he almost sees it as a one or the other. And I thought, maybe he's got a point. But I'm thinking I'd quite like to see the three of them in there together. And I think I've done away with the 10, right? Because I don't think we've really got one.
Yeah,
Other than Molotnikov, so I'm maybe being harsh. That sounds harsh, but he's a young lad that's not really broken into the team yet. So I'm thinking instead of just playing somebody to position in there, why not like try and get the three midfielders working? And how would you get them working in a way? And I thought, well, the 6 and 2/8 sort of style thing. Newell's the captain. He's going to be playing. I know he's under criticism. I actually thought we were weaker the other night when he came off, though. I
I
thought we.
agree.
So as much as people are saying he done for a call and all that, I don't think we were as good a team when he wasn't in it the other night.
I really like this setup. I've gone for something different, which we'll come on to in a minute. But I actually like this more the way it's laid out here than it is the way
Mm-hmm.
you set it. I think that midfield three, even if it was like a flat three like that, I think they can all do the defensive bit if they need to, and they can all go forward. I think Chant is maybe a bit less so, but I think you've got like a good bit of flexibility and a good bit of physicality in that midfield as well. They're
Trantis
all
gets forward a lot though for what we would say as what we've been told as a centre defensive
aye,
midfielder
but he
because he's
doesn't
had
do
shots from
much.
no, but he still does. So it's almost like are we asking him to be more disciplined in his CDM role and let those two do the real running because that's what you're asking them to do there, eh? And I think they're capable of it, the two of them. But
Yeah,
I was saying to Giannis, just stay back and cover. Make sure you're covering side to side. The sort of 30 yards out to the halfway line. Stop getting forward and making shots. Although, like we do want goals, eh? But
aye.
I don't know. I just think I wonder if that's leaving us a bit exposed by him not being as disciplined as what I would have expected him to be. And that sounds harsh. I'm not meaning it. He's maybe been asked to do that. I'm just saying we got told he was a CD. He was signed as a CDM. He's getting forward and taking shots. And it's like, and I know CDMs can get forward and take shots, but it's quite frequent. Marvin Bartley never scored a fucking goal, did he?
No, don't do it left us.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I like it. Interesting. You've taken Yuan ahead of Boyle, though. What's your
Yeah.
thinking there?
I don't think Boyle's playing well, and Yuan is just coming back. I mean, we know he's got something, Yuan, and I suppose we knew or know Boyle's got something, but Boyle just looks out of form now. I just don't.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think we kind of almost. I think we went with too many. Like I know the four up front thing seemed to work all right in the derby. I just felt like we chucked too much at it, and I think we need more effort in the midfield there for those guys. And I think Yuan at the moment looks like he he might be getting up to speed to then go on a run. So to take him back out the team,
Hmm.
it'd be detrimental of that, and it would hold us back. It would hold him back even further. And then we'd be into January thinking maybe we should give him a run. Well, let's just fucking go through it.
All right, let's have a look at my team. So I changed it up and I thought we'd go for a 4-4-2. And I think having looked at your team, I'm probably more in tune with that than I'm with the one that I picked myself. Now that I've kind of had a chance to think about it.
It's
So
not too different, though, really, is it? It's
nah,
one person.
it's just how it's the setup is a wee bit different because I've gone with the two forwards. So I went with Kukovic and Yuan up top. And I was quite keen to keep as much as possible that Boyle, Yuan, and Hoylett trio on the park
Yeah.
because although I don't think it's necessarily clicked yet, I think it has the potential to click, and we've maybe just not found the right players in the right places for it. So you mentioned like Hoylett had been sitting at the number 10 and not been fantastic, I don't think, against Hearts or Ross County. I definitely think he gives us more when he's out wide. And Yuan can play through the middle. And I think with Yuan through the middle, it takes away a wee bit the expectation for him to be on the edge of our 18-yard box, trying to defend. And I thought he did that, like against Hearts. I thought, folk criticise Yuan for his work rate, but I didn't really see any issues with it in the derby or against Ross County. But I think he just folk didn't think about it. If he's a striker, like everybody's going on about Kukovic not being back to track a runner or anything like that because he's a forward. So let Boylan and Hoylett do more of the running, let Yuan go and cause a bit of chaos. And the other benefit for that is I think Kukovic, when he's a lone striker, is pretty ineffective. A lot of the time the ball goes up to him and it doesn't stick. And even when he does win it, he's like laying off. There's nobody up near him to pick up the second ball. So having a pairing in there, and I was kind of assuming that Gale wouldn't be fit for this game, which is why I went. Another reason why I went for Yuan. But I think you've got like but it's not even like a big guy, wee guy, but you've got like a stronger guy in Kukovic, and then Yuan, who's got a bit more pace. I dropped Chantis.
Yeah.
So going back to what you were saying about Smarty and or Hibs, saying like one or the other. When I was picking the team, I was like, right, who drops out? Is it Kwon, is it Chiantis, or is it Newell? And for me, it was Chiantis. I didn't think he had a great game in the derby. Like he was better in the second half. First half, I kind of the booking obviously had an impact on it. But
which, by the way, that answer we got for the referees, like I messaged because I listen to their podcast now just to hear it. I actually think they're all right. Like I'm not listening to go they're talking shite, but I just think it's interesting to hear some of what appears contradiction.
Mm-hmm.
But that's refereeing, eh?
It is, like,
refereeing and the rule book is a contradiction because there's too much. But the answer they gave me about the early booking, like it just doesn't add up to me. It's like they've not actually seen the challenge.
Aye.
Because they're like, well, a different interpretation. You're like, nobody thinks that's a yellow card. Nobody, not even a Hearts fan would have been shouting to get him in the book. So I think
especially for a first challenge, yeah.
But it massively impacted him in the game, and especially having been sent off 2-3 weeks prior against Dundee United because, it was Newell with Dundee United. It was against Motherwell, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because then he's thinking, fuck, I've got 87 minutes to get through here, or 86, whatever it was, and that's a long time. And I know, like you said to me, because I said during the game to you, and you were like, that's not affecting his touch. And that's true. But then you do wonder if he's thinking about it, overthinking things, because he definitely was. There was one I remember, he was running down the touchline and he didn't know what to put a leg out to tackle the guy. He just shadowed him, and he's getting tackled normally.
Aye.
And he's like, I better know because I'm off. And then I'm going to get fucking hammered for it.
You're right, because I was raging. I was like, can he's just jogging. You can't just jog. It's a derby. You need to go and then you're right, because if he fouls him in that situation, it's definitely a second yellow, and he would have been off.
If it'd be one stupid making a tackle like that.
Aye. There is also though the alternative where he runs back fast and makes a fair tackle as well. That is also an option in it. Aye.
But it's the risk, because he maybe thought the first tackle he made, he was trying to make a fair tackle.
Mm-hmm.
And you just slightly mistime it. The Hearts player makes merry it, whatever. There's so many different outcomes, and he's the one that got hammered for it. If he got sent off twice and took him out in the second, that was his first game back as well, wasn't it?
Aye. He's back in the team again.
No, get him out, especially in a derby. Send them back. I'll drive him down the road. That's what would be getting said. So, could totally kind of understand the position he was put in.
Aye.
However, his touch wasn't great. Although the second half was better. I think we maybe underplayed that a bit on Sunday when we were talking about it.
Aye. So I thought what didn't help him is his miss.
Aye.
Do you know, like
that was a bad miss.
It's a key moment in the game, and he fluffed his lines with it. And I think that's almost like the momentum swing in the match. Like if he tucks that away and we go 2-0 up, we've won that game.
Yeah.
He misses it, his Hearts are left, and we all can 1-0 up going into the dying stages of a derby. What experiences tell us can happen, and then it did happen. So I just thought like when it mattered, he wasn't up to it, and I didn't think he was great on
Wednesday.
Wednesday night either. Like, no, he wasn't alone in it. He wasn't bad, but I think he was maybe like a 6 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we need 7s and 8s out of 10 for the team now. So
Yeah.
I thought bring Quan in. He got rested on Wednesday night and dropped for the team. So he's maybe coming in a bit fresher. So him and Newell, although Newell I think took a bit of Syrian and went off on Wednesday. So I suppose it depends whether he's fit for it as well. The back line, I think, almost picks itself now until Cadden's fit. Although I think I agreed with Ian on the phone in to say, like on Wednesday night, all the good things that came through our right hand side came through Miller up in Dingwall. He still has a bit of a problem with his final ball, and his decision making isn't always the best. But I think if he can play like that again, we'll be all right. I'll just run through Jake Gapper's team and then we'll have a look at the form guide team. So Jake went with a similar formation. In fact, no, wasn't it? He's got a 3-1-2-2-2 or
Fuck me.
5-3-2, right, or whatever, right? So Bursick, O'Hora, Ekpatea, and Iredale was your three centre halves. He's got Boyle on the right, Hoylett on the left, Quan sitting deep, Molotnikov and Levitt is playing in front of Quan, and then Kukovic and Yuan is his forward too. So Molotnikov and Levitt's not bad, or an interesting shout there because you're not playing Chantis or Newell in
Who did they
there.
have on the left side? Hoylett. Hoylett and
Aye,
Boyle. So he's dropped Obita.
hmm aye. So no Abita, no Miller. Um, it
I
is
think
like more
that's
of an
like on a. It's very attacking, but I
uh,
don't think it's a. Or is it? I don't know because I don't know what Levitt's position is. But
well,
the
him and Molotnikov are sort of between Corn's in the middle. In fact, I think if you'll be able to sort of
I think that
how well
midfield
you see
gets
that.
overrun, mate. Like I do.
Aye.
Aye, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think we get enough for Levitt and Molotnikov in a sort of win the
No.
physical side it to compete there.
Molotnikov's a strong, sturdy looking laddie, but he's still inexperienced.
Mhm.
And then having Hoylett and Boyle at wing back, I wouldn't be picking that.
It's a big ask, isn't it? Right, let's get the form guide up on the screen then, and we can see how we're doing. I mean, this is becoming an increasingly depressing view. This form guide, although we have Kim obviously picked up a couple of points in the last couple of games, so maybe not quite as bad as it could have been. And then you go look at that, we are 11th on the form guide, just tucked in above Dundee on. Oh, I was going to say on goal difference, but it's no points. Dundee are having a shocker if 5 defeats and
Yeah.
that 1 win.
This kind of crept up on you, yeah? That one.
Aye, I mean, it shows you, I suppose, maybe the value of McGowan. Like, if you could
Yeah.
probably trace their poor run back to for losing him, and I believe there's a wee bit unrest in there. The dressing was seeing a bit of chat about that yesterday. That things were
What
maybe
about the results or about?
just about the manager's inclination to keep picking players that aren't necessarily performing.
See, when you're getting beat, there's always player unrest and rumours there.
Aye,
Quality,
aye,
that's good to hear. Good.
always. Looking at Dundee United, then, so they're looking at their
Mate, they're just about
losing
as
the
bad as
last two.
us.
Aye.
Right, I mean, look at that, right? So we're complaining about how bad like we are, but they beat us, right? But we should have won that game or at least drawn it. Other
Mm-hmm.
than that, like they've lost three, they've drawn one. They're there for the taking.
Aye.
They're not playing well because even like that last minute, if it was Aberdeen and Motherwell are one of the teams that just fucking get these wins. There's what's Motherwell on there? Let's see. Have a check out how many 2-1s they've been in. Every 2-1,
2-1,
2-1,
2-1,
2-1.
2-1.
4-2-1s
Aye,
in the
four out of
last six.
six.
You know what I mean? And one of them is Celtic, so they've got to do it. And the other one's 1-0. Like they're just in narrow games of the time and generally on the right hand side, the right side of
Aye.
it. Anyway, they're not playing them. I looking at Dundee United's form, like I think that's quite. It's not that dissimilar to us.
Nah, and
Uh,
they look another team that struggle to keep a clean sheet.
mhm. Other than against us, like that's the one that's flipping it. The result against us.
Yeah.
If we had beat them or that day 2-1, we would have been up to like sixth place in that table compared to instead of them.
Aye.
Big
Uh,
margins.
based on what you saw for the last game, then how confident are you for this one on Sunday?
I think we can beat them. I do. I don't think. I know that there's a lot of chat again about style and all that, but I think if we just play with the style we did up there to go 2-1 up, I think we can. I think we can win the game. It sounds bad. There's something I laugh earlier on. Group chat saying I come over here and I predict a win every week, but I don't. I don't think we can keep going. I don't think we'll keep going on losing narrow games. I think we're going to win some narrow games.
Aye. But we're sort of at that point where we're almost there,
Aye. I think we've got to start picking a couple up, and then hopefully it'll take more than a couple of, like I was saying the other night, it'll take more than a couple of wins to turn folk round because they're kind of in the folk. You know what it's like, folk make their mind up and early, and then they don't want to change their mind. So it'll not just be one or two results. Beat Dundee United, Blackburn, Dundee United are shite. So then you beat something like being shite. So you need to actually string a few together. But I think we can because that's what. And I'm not saying we should aspire to be Motherwell, right? But that's what Motherwell do, and that's how they're comfortably sort of in the top six or that area of the table. And I know we should be aiming for higher than that, but we need to get there first, and then we can then aspire to be higher. And sort of drag yourself into this negativity loop. See, one of the things that I'm looking at now on the message boards and that's like, I can't, and it was on the phone in as well. I can't see us winning another game. But then you read, and Hertz have got to start winning all their games. You're like, why the fuck are you? Like, just think about us winning all your games, and then think about them losing their games. That would be That would be good, eh? If we're just making stuff up anyway. It's like,
that's Hearts fans are like that as well. Like but they're the other way around. They predict that they're going to win everything. It's like the polar opposites. We had them in our Twitter. I was like, I said to one boy, he's like, "We'll finish above you based on everything." I was like, "You've won one fucking game since May. I'm fucked in." And then they
and you're below
lose that. Aye. Vince Robinson said, "Agree, Colin Boyle and Rudy to come on when Elliot and Junior tire." And Ian Tockel said Quant and Chantis if both fit for me. So I kind of like I split up the Quant and Chantis pairing. I wouldn't be upset if that's who we ended up with. Like if it wasn't Newell that came in and it was Quant and Chantis or all three of them. Like I say, I think probably having looked at the teams, I prefer yours to mine anyway, Colin. So
I'll not be right. Like I've not been right all season. I think I was quite close the first couple of times we've done it, and then since then he's been listening and watching it and going, "Nah, no picking it."
Idiots. Aye.
McCurdy up front. That's what we've got to see.
It will be interesting though to see. Like he has, but maybe with the Derby is the exception, where there was a few more changes. But Gray has kind of kept to the same core of players for most of the matches so far, but without getting the results. So you wonder if there's a point where, as players start to come back to fitness, he just goes, "Come what? Okay, try something completely different," and rolls the dice with it. I don't know if we're quite there yet. I think the performances are probably close enough to getting results, like good results, that you'll see enough to kind of keep it as is and just tweak it rather than making wholesale changes game to game. Wait, what's the score going to be?
2-1.
For the Hibs. I think the critical thing is keeping everybody on the pitch. Didn't do anything daft. Didn't chuck the game and give them a lifeline with either crazy goalkeeping or getting yourself sent off. I think if we keep 11 on the pitch, didn't do anything stupid, we're probably quite comfortable in the game. And I can't see being a high scoring one. We'll win either 1-0 or 2-0, I think. But I saw enough to think that we're not going to be in a lot of bother with them. Touchwood, like famous last words. So I'm going to go 2-0 Hibs. I think it'll be a wee lift for us, and it'll lift us up the table.
Yeah, hopefully.
Right, we'll be back on Sunday with the long bangers Sunday night. So get your talking points in after. As always, we'll put the tweet out. It's always quite a popular one. So the earlier you get your responses in, the better. And we'll cover as many as we can get through on Sunday evening. And then we will be back again on Monday with extra time for our subscribers. So if you're watching this on YouTube, in fact, you can only be watching it on YouTube because this one doesn't go on to the podcast players. If you're not already a subscriber with us, you'll see a wee link to say join this channel to get access to perks. If you click on that, you can sign up you will get all our subscriber content. You'll get all our videos advert free as well, which I believe is a big bonus because I think YouTube fire adverts in left, right, and centre on the longer episodes. So if you didn't want to watch the adverts and you're not bothered about getting them on a podcast player and you prefer to watch it on YouTube, you can sign up on that wee link and you'll get all these as they come out, all ad free, and you get them early as well, along with the same time as the subscribers get them. Right, thanks for tuning in.